Hi, everybody. I was a bit younger in that video. I'm a bit older now. My name, as I mentioned in the video, is Regan Warren. I'm a current sophomore at Deerfield Academy, and I've been living with CMT-1A since my diagnosis at 9 months old. I remember the experience of filming that video vividly. It was 2018. I was 9 years old and excited to share my story. That same year, I testified on a pediatric panel in front of the FDA, asking for a call to action in furthering research to help develop treatments and ultimately a cure for CMT. During the panel, my parents made the decision to take me out of the room after my testimony, so I wouldn't have to contemplate what my teenage years were going to look like. Well, here's the sequel, 7 years later. Two major changes have influenced my life since that documentary. The first being the landslide progression of my condition, leading to an additional hip surgery, 3 foot reconstructions, and 1 spinal fusion in the span of less than 2.5 years. All in all, I've endured 8 surgeries from the ages of 5 to 13. When I stand here telling you that in many instances, the devastating impacts of CMT start in childhood, I'm not exaggerating or speaking from a perspective that isn't my own. I am 16 years old, and I've watched the people I love, my family, my friends, this community, myself, struggle with the lack of answers and the lack of resources that come with a rare condition. 1 in 2,500 people wake up every day and fight the same battles that I do, battles that shouldn't exist. And we have to find the opportunity to stop it in childhood. For kids whose CMT progresses before and during the years of puberty. In 2018, I sounded the alarm even before the dramatic progression of my CMT. And now, having gone through my biggest fears, I'm sounding the alarm again. The second major change that I've endured, as you can see, is that my father, Phil, is no longer with us. He died suddenly 2 years after filming of respiratory failure. I was at the starting point of my whirlwind of surgeries, and I lost the one person I knew understood what it was like to live the way that I do. Can you imagine losing your father and losing your function in less than 2.5 years? My dad struggled with CMT in his childhood, and it followed him into adulthood, eventually affecting his breathing. You saw my dad struggle to get dressed, but what you didn't see was his struggle to walk, his struggle to sleep, and his struggle to maintain his health. And while you may see me now struggling to walk up onto this stage, what you don't see are my 2 years in a power wheelchair, the relentless bullying, shame, and guilt, and the paranoia of what the next days, months, and years might have in store. In every sense, CMT is a disease of the mind, body, and soul. It weighs heavily on the shoulders of many who learn resilience far too early. It finds a way to influence the way you are treated, and it hurts to wake up in the morning feeling the strain of pain and fatigue that will never leave. CMT is apathetic. It doesn't care that you've had a rough day. It doesn't care that you don't want another surgery. It doesn't care that for most of your life you've been the outlier. We cannot wait in hopes that something might eventually come. The time is now. We have a chance to cross the finish line before CMT even starts the race. Please help us win. To some of you, my story may sound severe, but to others, sadly, it will sound all too familiar. H&F has built a community of people who stand by each other, teach each other, and learn from each other about how to navigate our reality. I am encouraging you to collaborate with us. We need your time, your talent, and your treasure. We need to advance research, design proper clinical trials, deploy resources efficiently and aggressively, and to bring together patients, institutions, and industry. I am eager for a trilogy with a happy ending. Please, work with us. so that there will never be another story like mine or my dad's. Thank you.